Here are the top 10 things you can do now. Well, hey there, welcome back. Here are the top 10 things you can do now to be successful in 2026. Getting unstuck. Before you can move forward, you'll have to get unstuck a bit. Part of being stuck is worrying. Some people are really, really good at it. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm raising my hand. Check out the How Can I Stop Worrying episode. If you listen to this episode and it stops you from worrying for just one thing, isn't that worth it? And you may say, well, it's just going to be a little thing. Or is it? And sometimes life can get you really stuck. Circumstances can be such that you truly just want to give up. I feel you. Mental health is a delicate subject. If you've ever thought of truly giving up, I implore you to check out Depression and Throwing Away the Container. Now, you may be stuck because you think everything you're doing is failing, or you lament all of your failures as 100% your responsibility. If that's the case, then the reverse is also true. You are also 100% responsible for your successes. Perhaps it's time to start taking responsibility for those. That's such an odd sentence, isn't it? If it feels weird to say that out loud, then you'll benefit from the episode Taking Responsibility for the Good in Your Life. Sometimes being stuck isn't necessarily running into a wall, but rather being at a place with a lack of direction. And that can manifest as feeling like you don't have the energy or desire to do something, or you literally don't know what to do. I created a simple and very effective way to find your way back, and in the process get something as a gift to yourself. If you've ever lost your way, check out the episode called UPS, My Secret for Avoiding Depression and Being More Productive. I can tell you honestly, I've used this so many times I lost count. Now that you're unstuck, it's time to grow. Growing. If you want to grow in 2026, you may have to learn. You may find that there are things you know quite well. In fact, so well you take it for granted. And in doing so, that can make it both a challenge to learn and a challenge to teach. If you adopt a beginner mindset in which you are completely open to learning, it makes it a very enjoyable experience to learn new skills, and it'll make you an excellent teacher in the process. Check out The Beginner Mindset Makes You a Better Teacher. On a related note, a lot of people equate success with productivity. After all, if you're being productive, it means you feel good about what you're doing, and you're producing something that, at the bare minimum, makes you happy and is aligned with you. And hopefully it's also profitable. It may surprise you that this is one of the times in your life in which selfishness is a really good thing. If you tailor your productivity selfishly to what really makes you happy, you'll end up with a really good product, and you may be surprised at how many other people enjoy the benefits of this specificity. Check out Why Selfish Productivity may be the best productivity. We tend to present our successes as milestones, but we forget we built those milestones layer by layer. If your goal is to do a certain thing, but you ignore the steps to get there, you're making it much more difficult for yourself than it should be. Because everything we do in life is layer by layer. It's iterative. You can learn a great lesson about this by listening to Live Your Life Iteratively. Now that you're unstuck and growing, you're going to have to manage your energy. So this next section is called Gaining Control and Managing Your Energy. If you don't have any control over your environment or yourself, nothing is going to happen. Every so often I ask myself a question that drives me crazy until I answer it. And that driving myself crazy usually ends up with manifesting an entire book after much research and experimentation. This time, it manifested itself in the form of an app that runs on both your phone and your browser. Check out what I figured out in the episode, I Think I Found the Perfect Question. We are bombarded with social media, and we tend to compare our successes to others. How can we not when everything from LinkedIn to Instagram shows us how happy and successful everyone else is? But the energy you put into showing off is energy you're not putting into improving. Check out The Silence of Success, and after it, though you may not be putting more effort into being successful, your effort will certainly be more effectively applied to what's best for you. All work and no play, as they say. I actually started this podcast because I needed to learn what balance was in life. It was a comment from a psychologist I was visiting with my very young kids because of the turmoil of what was happening in the household related to the divorce. I wanted to make sure they were okay, and that comment truly sent me on the path to find out what life was made of and how to have balance. And the comment was, "But Mark, what are you doing for you?" And I wasn't. If you go into 2026 thinking you are going to work yourself to death and make something happen, you need to consider feeding more to your brain and your soul than just work. The problem is that people who tend to be high achievers don't want to just stare at a wall or trash TV. They need to be equally engaged. If you're one of these special people, then check out engagement fiction for your type A brain. So those are the top 10 things you can do now to be successful in 2026. But wait, there's more. Here are 4 additional ways to have success in 2026, in my humble opinion. First, you can subscribe to this podcast. It's free, it's only 10 minutes, it's on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, and you might be listening to this because you're on my mailing list, and if you're not, you probably should be. You can get invited to my invite-only productivity app. The app is amazing. It's a solid to-do list with fantastic features you can use on your phone and your desktop. I could spend an entire episode just talking about it. And I kind of have, I think. You can hire me to do a seminar for your company. My seminars are about 2 hours or a half day, and that's flexible based on your needs. They draw from 10 books and almost 300 episodes of knowledge. It's like getting a teacher that comes with his own library. I also have patent-pending behavior mapping software that I'm really looking forward to using for businesses. And finally, if you want some personal interconnection, you can hire me as your coach. I am always happy to do a 15-minute call to see if we're a fit, and I think that's really important. It's absolutely free, there's no obligation, and will only engage if you want to. Thank you again, and I wish you absolutely the best in 2026.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.
I want to announce that my new book, my 10th, is out. It's called Because, the fundamental psychological building blocks that enable you to, or prevent you from, accomplishing anything, everything, and nothing. Check it out on Amazon. It's only $9.99.